Case file, bar 087, the Bunyip. Cross-referencing colonial records from 1840 to 1890 reveals over 4 dozen documented encounters and attributes at least 19 unexplained disappearances to this entity. The file is thick, the details are disturbing, but the most chilling fact is this: no two witnesses ever describe the same creature. Welcome to the Dark Archives. I'm Liv. Today, we're opening the file on one of Australia's most enigmatic predators. The investigation scope is primarily 19th century southeastern Australia, the swamps, billabongs, and river systems that colonists were so eager to claim. My work often draws me to liminal spaces, the edges between one world and another, and the Bunyip is the apex predator of the line between water and land. The warnings from the first peoples were clear and consistent. Do not go near the water's edge at dusk or dawn. They had protocols. The colonists had ambition. The case files show who fared better. We'll be examining the primary witness testimony from the Murrumbidgee River incident of 1847 and the infamous piece of physical evidence known as the Geelong skull. Understanding the pattern here isn't just academic, it's about updating a dormant threat profile. Let's begin with case file 087 Alpha. The year is 1847. Explorer William Hovell is charting territory along the Murrumbidgee River. In his official report, he notes that his local guides flatly refuse to camp near a specific stretch of water, speaking of a creature that would drag you under. According to his private journal, Hovell later discovered a collection of massive, unusual bones near that same spot. While the official classification was unidentified, Hovell wrote, "I have no doubt these are the remains of the creature they call the Bunyip." This lines up with the broader pattern. The attacks are almost always crepuscular, happening at twilight. The victims are isolated, performing simple tasks near the water's edge. The method is brutally efficient, a powerful silent pull from below the surface. No screams, no struggle noted in the reports. Just gone. The inconsistency in appearance is what most investigators get wrong. One account from 1852 claims it had a face like a dog and a horse's mane. Another from 1876 describes it as a tusked seal with fins. This isn't contradictory evidence. It's the profile of a predator that might be mimetic or even psychic, showing its victim whatever it fears the most before it strikes. This brings us to the physical evidence. Exhibit A. The Geelong skull, found near Lake Colac in 1845. The press at the time hailed it as definitive proof. It's an unsettling object. The bone is asymmetrical, oddly shaped. It feels wrong. The official scientific conclusion at the time was a malformed fetal horse or calf, a simple mutation. But when I analyze the residual energy on the original daguerreotype photograph, I see something else. There's a flicker, not of life, but of predatory awareness. The malformation wasn't a weakness, it was an advantage. My analysis suggests the unique bone structure would amplify sound underwater, allowing it to produce the terrifying, low-frequency booming call so many witnesses reported. We ran phonetic descriptions from journals through a vocal synthesizer. The result is a powerful infrasound, capable of causing dread, disorientation, even temporary paralysis at close range. It doesn't need to be seen to hunt you. So, my conclusion: the Bunyip isn't one species. The term likely refers to a territorial predatory entity, or a class of them, bound to specific bodies of water. The varied descriptions, the psychic pressure, the sonic capabilities, it all points to a highly adapted hunter. The only successful defense protocol ever recorded is the one established by the first peoples thousands of years ago: avoidance, Respect the water. Heed the warnings. There are zero credible accounts of anyone surviving a direct physical attack. Case file 087 remains open. The entity's threat level is currently assessed as dormant, but with high potential for reemergence. We're monitoring key historical locations for infrasound and seismic anomalies. Don't mistake silence for safety. If you're ever near a quiet Australian billabong at sunset, and you feel that primal urge to leave the water's edge, listen to it. That's all for today's investigation into the shadows. If you want to dive deeper into the dark archives, make sure to subscribe to the HistoT YouTube channel. Remember, knowledge is our best defense against the darkness, and I'll see you in the next archive. Stay vigilant.